Good morning, lovely souls. Happy Monday. Coming towards the end of the month now. Whipping on by, isn't it? In a literal or veritable gallop of swiftly moving time. Woken up this morning, tuning into the energies, feeling that build up, that pre-solstice month build up that we get. We've got a very powerful full moon on the horizon on Saturday. One thing that kept on repeating itself to me was the concept of the Trojan horse, a presentation of energy that can be on the surface a gift, but in actual fact there's an underlying frequency to it. There's ample opportunity on the spiritual pathway to be presented with these gifts, and discernment is always top of the initiation list. There's one thing that you and I and everybody else on the spiritual pathway will have been tested on a regular basis is discernment. Gifts, people, situations, scenarios being offered, and in many cases, once we've opened our hearts and we're expecting the best from the universe, we receive everything as a gift. But in actual fact, we are occasionally, or more often, most of the time, required to use our discernment, especially if we are given a multitude of options. How do you do this? What's the best course of action to take? Do you trust what is initially given to you and the immediate response that you have from your bodies and fields? Have you got to that level yet? Or do you take a little more time? Do you tune in? Do you assess the situation from the point of the heart? Now, the other thing that can occur, and this is a regular occurrence, especially at the moment, is that we can go about our everyday life living in our high frequency, and have occasionally got things that come sneaking into the bodies and the fields, and some of those things are deliberate, some of those things we just simply sweep up on our everyday motion. So the best way, and always the first thing that I use now working with these higher frequencies, is my heart center. Your heart center will always be the guide. Okay, so if you are presented with a person or a circumstance and a situation that initially feels in complete alignment with where you're going, what you're doing, but there is that little voice in the back of your head that is telling you to check in with your heart, always do so. In fact, it is the best course of action to put the heart in charge of everything, and that removes all of the doubt gateways that may otherwise begin to filter into the process of our learning. So this morning, just check in with yourself and see how you are starting this week, and have a look from the perspective of your heart at your bodies and your fields, maybe your chakras if they present themselves. So just breathe in now, breathe in deeply, breathe into the heart center. Place your right or your left hand, or both of them, on your heart, and take a deep breath in. Breathe in, ignite and activate the fifth dimensional heart center, and exhale. And you are calling the heart into action. Your heart might already be awoken and active and already running the show, but sometimes we can start the day with our heads. So just bring your heart into play, activate the heart center. Breathe in deeply. Second breath fully activates the heart center into a beautiful sphere of light, and as you exhale, the heart center begins to expand even further. And just repeat this deep breath in, slow, purposeful exhale out, and just feel your heart beginning to surround you in that familiar pure white and pink and gold bubble of light. Now ask your heart to show you from its perspective how you look and how you feel on an energy level, physical, mental, emotional and spiritual. And just tune in now. Ask your heart to move its guidance into the crystal ball of your third eye, and maybe look at yourself from an outside perspective, if you were, say, looking at you standing there shining in all of your glory. And just ask your heart to show you your physical, first of all, the physical you, the you that I am communicating on this dimensional frequency with at this time, the one with the ears. And just have a look at your physical self. Scan yourself from your feet, up your shins to your knees, your thighs, your hips, your lower stomach, the area of your solar plexus, the heart, which is very, very shiny and bright this morning. Then up to the top of your head. Is your heart highlighting any maybe darker shaded areas of energy? Can you see maybe something that might be in your bodies and fields, such as an implant or a foreign energy or anything else? Just take a few moments to look at yourself. Your heart center, your heart energy is highlighting this for you now. And then begin to scan downwards from the top of your crown to your shoulders, to your upper torso, moving down through your abdomen to your hips, down your legs to your knees and to your feet. And if you can see or sense or maybe feel any inconsistencies, ask your heart to pulse a vibration of pure fifth dimensional love through your body to dissolve and release it. And this might take a couple of goes. So if you don't do it successfully on the first go, just allow your heart to flood its light out into your body and do it on the second or maybe the third. Then ask your heart to move to your mental body. Now your mental body is the fast moving body of energy that controls our conscious thinking structure when we are engaging in our everyday life. In many cases we are connected to the higher mind, whose energy and consciousness and wisdom and love flows into our everyday thought structures, and other aspects of us are sometimes doing the thinking with the 3D mind, the mind that is conditioned and attached to the ego. So allow your heart to flood your mental body now. There will be, without question, thoughts within your mental body that aren't serving you at a high frequency. Just allow the heart light to shine through these now and just let them go. Patterns of thinking, repetitive structures, negative thoughts about maybe yourself, a situation, a person or people, or maybe fears that you have. Just allow your heart to shine through these now. Feel your heart light embracing your mental body. Your mental body will almost take a sigh of relief, just like an exhale. And the out breath of your mental body, just feel it saying thank you and aligning to the thought structures of your highest self. Relax that spiritual muscle that is your mental body. Allow it to flow in harmony with your heart. And your heart is kicking things up a gear now. It's starting to glow bright white and golden pink, a little bit like one of the amazing spiritual suns that Alice and I will be working with tomorrow night. Just feel it starting to really kick some vibration out now as it expands into your emotional body. Now, your emotional body contains not just your emotions, but maybe the emotions of the people around you, any processing that you are doing, stuff that might be coming in from a past life. Now, your heart is enthusiastically now alchemizing anything that is bogging you down, maybe anchoring you to a set of circumstances, to a repetitive lesson, to thoughts and feelings and structures and repetitive patterns of behaviour that are, for want of a better word, no longer serving you. Emotions that may have been felt in past lives that are coming through to you now. Just be prepared to let these go. Allow your heart to embrace your mental body. Your emotional body. And your physical. You might feel a physical, an actual release as you let go of these emotions. It is okay to feel. It is okay to be immersed at any given time in an emotion that is presenting itself. Allow you to tune into that, to accept, to love, to embrace. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, your heart field expands even further. Now your heart field is becoming your spiritual field. It's becoming one with your aura. Now your aura and your heart space expand an incredible distance around you. Allow yourself to become a shining sphere of the most incredible heart light. There will be, without doubt, things within your spiritual fields or people or circumstances or areas that are vibrating at a low frequency. As you breathe your heart light out, allow your heart to randomly, intermittently, and without any pre-thought, to just bless with the highest love everything and everyone that it touches on its expansive movement outwards. Breathe your heart light outwards into a beautiful sphere of the highest light. And as you're doing this, you may feel that you have the expansiveness to embrace with your heart energy everything around you that needs this light. Feel the other excited heart chakras around you that maybe you're not consciously aware of the progress of their spiritual trajectory responding to your heart light, and feel them lighting up in response to you. And just breathe and relax as this happens. And on this beautiful morning, we're being joined by angels of love. Archangel Chamuel is joining us with his beautiful ensemble of bright pink angels, bringing in love and blessings for you. So if you might be feeling a little bit short of that love vibration, if you're feeling like it's all grind and go, go, go at the moment, give permission and allow yourself to be blessed by the angels of love at this particular time. And there are literally hundreds and hundreds of these angels stepping forwards now. Give them permission to allocate themselves to each and every person that you can think of, or the people that they know who need more love at this time. It could even be seen as that we are calling in a pure love dispensation, not just for ourselves, but for everybody in the surrounding area around us, or maybe a part of the world that you are aware of that needs more love. Call it in for them now. As hundreds, if not thousands, of Archangel Chamuel's angels are now flooding into your area and wherever you are directing them to go. Breathe and relax as this happens. And just say thank you for Archangel Chamuel for the opportunity to send this quality and this quantity of love out. And Chamuel is blessing your heart center, places a hand on the center of your fifth dimensional heart and activates it further. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, just bring yourself back into your body. You might still continue to feel expansive as this bubble of heart light around you is blessing everything. But just ground yourself physically now into Mother Earth. Put your feet upon the floor. Ground yourself in. If you feel more comfortable in doing so, just draw your heart light and your spiritual fields back to within a manageable distance for yourself. And when you are ready, open your eyes and smile. That, my lovelies, a bit longer than the usual meditation Mondays, but that's the way the guidance flowed. For those of you joining Alice Heath and I tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, be prepared for a powerful workshop. We've got some lovely stuff in store for you. So the details for the workshop will be underneath this video in the text. Sending you all so much love, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye for now.